I'm Darlene Davis, principal owner of Davis Associates CPAs. And as part of our 20-year commitment to serving the community, I wanted to share information with you on the COVID-19 stimulus package. I hope you find this information helpful. We've been receiving many questions about the $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus bill. So I wanted to take a few minutes to share information on how this may directly affect you. Let's talk about the direct payments to individuals. Who's going to receive these payments, how much, and when? Payments will be based on your 2019 tax return if you filed it already. If not, it'll be based on your 2018 tax return. Well, what if you didn't file your 2018 or 19 returns yet? Well, don't expect to receive your check when everyone else gets theirs. Payments to those who are behind or delinquent in filing their returns will likely be delayed. I suggest you get your return filed as soon as possible. Retired seniors who may not file a return are expected to receive a check as long as they are not listed as a dependent on someone else's return. The Social Security Administration and Veterans Affairs databases will be used to identify who should receive a payout if there's no tax filings for 2018 or 19. How much are the payments? Payment amounts depends on your filing status and the adjusted gross income as noted on your tax return. If you filed single or head of household, you should receive $1,200. If you filed married filing a joint return, you should receive $2,400. For each dependent child on your return who is younger than 17, the tax filer should receive $500. There are income limits and phase outs on who will get this money and how much. If your adjusted gross income, your AGI, is over a certain amount, your payment will be reduced and or eliminated. If you filed single and your AGI is more than $75,000, if you filed head of household and your AGI is more than $112,500, if you filed married filing jointly and your AGI is more than $150,000, your payment will be incrementally reduced $5 for every $100 over the threshold. Your payment will be eliminated if you filed single and your AGI is more than $99,000. If you filed head of household and your AGI is more than $136,500. If you filed married filing jointly and your AGI is more than $198,000. The $500 for children will have a phase out as well. I mentioned the term adjusted gross income or AGI. Let me explain what that is so that you have a full understanding. AGI is the total of all income items on your tax return. It's not just your W-2. Look on line 8B on your 2019 return or on line 7 on your 2018 return to find your AGI. Okay, now when and how will the money get to you? The U.S. Treasury Secretary suggests payments go out by April the 6th. However, a more realistic time frame is 3 or 4 weeks from now, or possibly into May. The IRS is short-staffed, and it takes time to process these payments. Payments are expected to go out to taxpayers either by direct deposit, if that is what was noted on your tax return, or paper checks. Direct deposit would be faster, but there are complications with direct deposit if your account is now closed, or even if you used a bank product when filing your tax return. If your direct deposit account is no longer valid, the money should be returned to the IRS and a paper check issued. This will cause a delay in you getting the money. If your refund normally gets garnished, they are not supposed to garnish these payments to clear those back issues. So you should expect to receive a payment. You should receive a letter from the IRS a few weeks after you should have received the payment, informing you of how the payment was sent to you. If at that time you have not received the payment, then you want to contact the IRS directly. Do you have to pay this money back, or is it going to be considered taxable income to you? Well, under the CARES Act, these payments are not to be considered taxable income. Most people will not have to pay any of this money back as long as on the return that you're going to file for next year, your 2020 return, as long as you do not exceed the AGI threshold amounts, it will not be taxable to you and you will not have to pay this money back. Now, on your 2020 return, again, that you're going to file next year, if you exceed the AGI threshold, you may have to repay some of the money. Repayment would be due April 15th of 2021. Lastly, I want to add student loan payments are suspended without any penalty through September 30th. The accrued interest is waived. I hope this information has been helpful to you. May God bless you and stay well.